Hi viewers, welcome back to Mystery Media. Most of us have ridden a bus at some point in our lives, whether it was as a young child on a yellow school bus, a teenager headed on a trip to a big city, or an adult, commuting to work on public transportation. They've been around for centuries and are the most popular form of local transportation. No matter their use, buses are great for people watching and allow you to travel without having to worry about the stress that comes along with driving. But how much do you know about buses? In this video, we are going to see about 10 amazing facts about bus. Let's get into the video. Number 1. Did you know that the word bus comes from the Latin word omnibus? The word omnibus is derived from Latin, meaning for all. In 1828, between La Madeleine and La Bastille in Paris, the first omnibus service started. The word was coined after one of the first coach stations was near a hat shop called Omnes Omnibus. From there it was only a matter of time until the phrase was shortened to bus. The name stuck and the word bus is now recognized in the majority of languages on Earth. Number 2. Here is one way to ensure that your kids are never late for school again. Paul Stender, a petrolhead from the US, and his team of engineers modified a trusty yellow American school bus with a jet engine taken from an F-4 Phantom fighter jet. It has been deemed the world's fastest school bus with good reason, with a top speed of more than 590 kph. In addition to launching the school bus to ludicrous speeds, the engine can shoot 80-foot flames from its afterburners. Number 3. The first bus line in the world was started in Paris in 1662. Back in the days before the invention of the internal combustion engine, it was served by horse and carriage and carried up to 8 passengers. The innovator behind its introduction was Blaise Pascal, yes, the French philosopher. Originally, it was called five-penny coaches, which was used only by upper-class citizens. The first public transportation system was a flop because most people didn't take them. But their novelty wore off after a decade, and it wasn't until 150 years later that the concept was revisited. Number 4. In the Harry Potter movie are introduced to the night bus, a triple-decker bus. Although there were a couple of American companies which had a small third deck at the back in the mid-20th century, the only working bus in the world which exists with 3 full decks is the Purple Night Bus. The bus was created by the special effects team for the third movie in the Harry Potter film series. They built this bus by cutting up 2 iconic routemaster buses, reworked the structure, and bolted it all back together to create one bus with 3 decks. During the shooting of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, they found that they could not drive it across the capital due to the number of low bridges. This meant that they had to transport the bus in 2 pieces between locations and put it back together between filming. Number 5. Why are school buses yellow? Is one of the most popular questions at Color Matters. The color for school buses is chosen to be a safety measure, and yellow, not red, is in fact the most attention-grabbing color and also has the highest visibility in poorly lit conditions or inclement weather. Studies show that the human eye can detect the color yellow most quickly, even from the corner of their eyes, compared to the color red. Scientists have found that people can see yellow objects in their peripheral field 1.24 times better than red. Unlike red, yellow is also more easily noticed in a dark environment. Number 6. On top of the traditional diesel models, hybrid, electric and even hydrogen-powered buses are now a common sight on the world's roads. But in the southwest of England, one scheme has taken things a step further. Britain manufactures a biobus which, powered by human and food waste, has taken to the roads. It has 40 seats and runs on biomethane gas, generated through the treatment of sewage and food waste that's unfit for human consumption. The eco-friendly vehicle can travel up to 300 kilometers on one tank of gas, which takes the annual waste of about 5 people to produce. Number 7. Did you know why buses don't have seatbelts? The transportation officials took a passive protection approach to bus seating, after having different statistics. But they all agree that buses are safer, because the inside of buses is designed with compartmentalization, Seats are designed with high padded backs and seats. Even the windows are designed to protect if there is ever an accident. Then there is the concern that if the bus had to be evacuated in an emergency, such as a fire, panicked passengers might be trapped by their belts. It may seem that buses are not as safe due to the lack of seat belts, but in fact, they're much safer than most types of transportation. Number 8. Most school buses are National School Bus Glossy Yellow, which is an orange-yellow mix, and that's for safety. But if you live in Japan, they have other eye-catching school buses. Kids who get to ride to school on fun buses decked out to look like Hello Kitty, Snoopy, Pikachu, Thomas the Tank Engine, or even disguised as a panda, complete with ears. What shape would you want your school bus to be? Number 9. Imagine a bus mixed with a train, but for the road. Volvo designed an extremely large articulated bus, Grand Arctic 300, which is the biggest bus in the world, is nearly 100 feet long. It holds 300 passengers, which is in part where it gets its name from. It has a bi-articulated chassis, a bendy bus with 2 bending elements, also 5 doors. The hope is that the larger buses will help reduce pollution, traffic, and per passenger cost for drivers. Number 10. The longest bus route in the world still in operation today is the Transoceanic or Interoceanic Highway that runs between Lima, Peru and Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, which is 2,600 kilometers long and takes over 100 hours to complete. This is not the all-time record though, which is held by a bus route that connected London, the UK to Calcutta, India, which made the 32,600 kilometers journey only 15 times between 1968 to 1976. Well, that's all we have for you today. We hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like the video, subscribe to Mystery Media and hit the like button. Don't forget to press the bell icon to get notification of new videos. Also share with others. See you in the next video.